Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is an SU-18, the Tier 2 Soviet SPG, based on the MS-1 tank, and it's actually being commanded by 6-pack to go, and you're on the south spawn of mines. Now, battle has commenced, but 6-pack is not moving, not yet at least. Now he's off. Right, it's got a 76mm regimental gun. It's got a reasonable punch for a clear Tier 2 Arty. Can do a maximum of 164 hit points of damage. And our first target is arrived. It's a T-29 juicy hitbox full of yummy goodness for us to extract with the shells. Okay, he's just trying to line up a shot. The thing's moving about quite a bit. First round's out, 83 hit points on that one. Okay, 2 Panzer IIs, in fact 3 Panzer IIs have turned up. Next round's out on the Panzer II, and he gets a hit for 58 on that one. Low roll. Okay, now he's going back to the same Panzer II because it's tracked. And he gets another hit. 62 hit points this time, and the T-29's gone down. That Panzer II is a glut for punishment. Next round went to one side. It just missed him. It was because the rescue wasn't fully dialed in. Rounds out on the other Panzer II. And he gets another hit. 59 hit points, 2 critical hits. Looks like it's taken out its driver because that shell actually landed on the driver's hatch. Oh, it's a kill shot now. 40 hit points. And he's going after the other Panzer II. But I think he's seen his teammate disappear. And he's off, and the shell lands where he was, so we know we would have had another shell cap. Now they would have had another kill. The flattened reticule means that he's at maximum range, and that particular Panzer II is saying Arty safe, but there's a much closer target, a T2, an American light tank that's very nippy, very fast, and very deadly, and he's got way too close to the cap. Okay, he's just taken out an L-60 and he's retreating into the river area across the islands. Okay, right, we've got another target. It's a Panzer II. Same Panzer II. He's just moved across to the gap to fire. Rounds out on him. And he gets a direct hit. 57 hit points. Good strike. And that MT light always stayed too long close to that Panzer II. That rounds out. Oh, just lands to one side. And the Panzer II light gets another kill. He's doing quite well, that guy. I wonder if we can end his game for him. Can't see him now because there's nobody near him up on the hill. There is another Panzer II over in the village. And he's engaging one of the T-29 on 6-pack's team. Oh, gets a kill shot there. 7 hit points, but it was enough. Okay, so he's now got 2 kills. And to be safe, he's gone into the bushes because there's nobody now to stop them looking over that cliff edge into the cap to find out where Arty is. And we can see there's a Panzer II there. It's the same one that's done all the kills so far on the enemy team. And so he's got 4 kills, this player. We need to make sure he's out of the game. And that's a kill shot. 32 hit points. Good strike. That's taken out the best player on the enemy team so far. Right, we've got an LT Viz 38. That's a Czech tank. Round goes in, but no result. Okay. He's probably behind that rock, because otherwise he would have been seen. No, he has pulled away from the rock. It's just we didn't get sight of him. And it looks like he's going over to the hill, to the donut. Is he going to go into the donut? Yes, I think he is. Right, 6-pack's now got 3 kills to his name. I think he's about to make it 4 if that LT-38 comes close to the cliff edge. Or to the hill edge, I should say. Be a bad mistake if he does. Oh, there's the Panzer T2 light. It's got very close. And he's coming in to try and kill Arty. He's probably worked out where he is because there's a shell just come in there from the enemy Arty, and the T2 light has been taken out. Right, he's going to have to stay close to this rock for a second because the enemy Arty knows where he is and needs to lose sight of him so he can pull back and take on that LT-38 who's just hanging over the cliff edge. In a very bad position because he's not using the bush at all to hide him. The front of the tank can be seen, and that shot went in 174. That's almost a max roll. Well, it is a max roll, actually, a max roll plus. So it's a very good strike, and he's killed it. That was an excellent shot. He fired where it last been, and he got him. Right, medium 3, a tier 3 opponent, a medium tank, British medium tank. And that's going to make a big bang. 124 hit points left. Next round's in, and it's a kill shot. 114 hit points, but a very good strike. That's brought him up to 5 kills. But there's still 3 opponents out there. 2 Arty, 1 tank destroyer. The tank destroyer is a Panzer Jaeger. He was last seen on the island. One of the Arty has been spotted. It's a Geschutzpanzer Mark 6, the conversion of the Vickers tank. Or rather, the Vickers light tank. Right, he's still got a teammate, a Panzer 2G. Oh, now the Panzer 1 has been sighted. He's actually just around the corner. He's coming up onto the cap area at the back. Now, he's going to be very concerned because he knows that Six-Pack is actually quite a good player. The problem is that Six-Pack's view range is only 260 metres. But that is about 260 there, round about. So the closer he gets, the more likely he's going to be spotted, but he's not going to spot Six-Pack until it's too late, until he's been hit. And remember, depends on how many rounds that, how many hit points that Panzer Jaeger's got. But Six-Pack can probably wipe him out with 1 shot. And when it's on a shotgun basis or on a near horizontal line of flight, these Arty, these tier 2 Arty can be very, very deadly. Trust me, I've actually held back dozens of enemy, not dozens, but at least 6 enemy tanks trying to invade the cap with a simple little 75mm cannon from a small tier 2 Arty. Because it does so much damage every shot and you're so accurate with it. They don't want to invade the cap. They really do suffer. Oh, there he is. Okay, line him up for a shot and... oh, kill shot! 67 hit points. I told you it was a definite 1 shot. He would definitely be able to take him out. Now he's hiding for the moment because there's enemy Arty out there. And I suspect those enemy Arty are on their way down here right now. In which case, Six-Pack needs to relocate. He needs to move somewhere that they can't actually find him or can't see him, but somewhere so he can get an eye on them as they approach the cap. Now, he could do it from where he is at the moment, but then the enemy could come and sit in the cap. And there's a round from one of the enemy Arties. That's probably... that was probably the Geschutzpanzer. No. They could sit in the cap, and if they were to sit in the cap, he would have to come around the corner. And in coming round the corner, he would expose himself to their fire for a brief second until he could bring his gun to bear on them. And then he is in danger. Whereas if he was to reposition and go to one of the bushes, it would be a lot easier for him because then he's got clear view of them as they approach the cap and he can take them out. And there's nowhere in the cap they can hide that he can't fire at. No, it appears he's going to happy to sit where he is. It's not a decision I would make, but let's see how it works out. He's got 6 kills now. He's got a top gun. He's got a win rate of 8205 according to the figures, or according to the mods. That's another round coming from the enemy Arty. And these rounds are coming in where they think he is, which is exactly where he is actually. They can't hit him because the building's in the way. So they're going to have to come down here. Now, one way for him to relocate would actually be go around the building, which is directly to his left. That way, he is basically in cover all the time he goes round and behind a bush, so they can't see him, and he could reposition to that bush. But in order to reposition to the bush that's directly to the left of where you're looking right now, he would have to go across a gap, and that means he could be seen. One of the enemy Arty has turned up, and there he is. Now you see, he can't bring his gun to bear on that Arty, and if he was in the other bush, he would have blown him away already. And there's the other Arty. So one's in the cap, and one is there, and it looks like one of them's going to try and come round and shoot him. There's the GeForce Panzer. Line him up for the shot, and wasn't enough. And he's missed his shot. He's loaded. Oh, he's missed his shot. Oh, God. This is dreadful. How in hell did he get past that one? And he shotguns the other right in the face. Now, can he get out of there before the Lloyd gets him? He's got very little in the way of hit points left, but the other Lloyd doesn't seem to know how to do it, and he shotguns him in the face as well. That means he's won a counter battery and 8 kills. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's an ace tanker for 6-pack to go in the SU-18. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. He actually got 16 in that battle. Because he got more than 6 kills, he gets a top gun. In fact, he got 8 kills. And because he finished off both of the enemy Arty, he gets the counter battery fire badge as well. Naturally, he was top scorer on his team with 933 hit points, top scorer with 8 kills, and highest base XP of 884. He fired 23 rounds, got 15 direct hits, 15 penetrations, 4 splash damage, damage of 933 hit points, of which 696 were at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit, 1 penetration from the GeForce Panzer, and he spotted 1 enemy vehicle. That was one of the that was the Lloyd gun carriage, which had never been seen up until he saw it. He hit 9 of the enemy, but killed 8 of them. On a premium account, he earned 18,852 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he had 26,615 credits spare. He received 1,326 experience points, but it was a ×5 day, so he actually took away 7,266. So well done, 6-pack to go. That was a great demonstration of how effective the SU-18 can be in a battle. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.